Yo, I'm back. Timed out. In the second elemental's mirror. I can safely say that Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Traxa, Eleshnorn, and Eladrami Skull seem like meme cards. Not particularly good. Not maybe particularly bad either if you're that set on playing that you could play. But yeah. Probably not contributing an overwhelming amount to your deck either. So yeah, tomorrow is vintage showcase challenge. You're gonna look at vintage decks a little bit. And we wanted to reminisce a little bit about the PT2. Who else I teamed with? Lucas Honey was on my team. Also playing Omnath. 5-color control essentially. Which I think was a fine deck. They had a good win rate. It was a little bit too Mardu control for me to play it myself, but I think it wasn't too bad of a deck. Ooh. One spot right below me. Yo Moreira. Also known as Johnstar. How'd I find my testing team? I contacted Gavin Thompson, whom I have tested for some of the arena PTs and who was collecting people on Twitter to assemble. And I said, yo bro, can I? And he said, yeah, you can. And we met up at an Airbnb a week before. Well, on Monday, and we drafted. It was good. It was good to draft. Zerus control, interesting. Whoa, Ariloman has both a deck list and Greasefang. How did he got his deck list registered? I guess he was the feature pod. That's why. That's how we know that he had one Miglos in his Splash Green deck. It's for the Strider. That's the 4-5. Gavin Thompson Exner is who was assembling the team of folks. He was playing mono green. Mono green, kinda cringe. A little bit cringe, I would say. The internet pipes couldn't handle 69 cards. No, I think it's most likely an unrelated issue. 4 Charforger. Whoa, that's the uncommon. 4 copies of that. It's not particularly great, but it's not bad either. It's just like good rate, 3 mana. 2-3 and a 1-1. Let's call Gary Devotion. Probably just Vraska. Yeah. 2 Teferi, 2 Vraska. Crazy. 2 Woeful of Haven, come on. 2 Woeful of Haven, that's like the best ramp spell in half the matchups. And you play Ritual of Suit with what? 7, 9 sources? 2 of them pathways? Oh wow. What an adventurous deck list. Not even a single Sylvan Karate to help with the casting, I guess. It's not great. A 2 Calling Ritual, 2 Ritual Suit, bros. I'll be doubtful of Ritual of Suit even if it costs GG. But this list just insane. Wow. Well, you can look at the Vintage Preliminary, Vintage Preliminary, Vintage Challenge, and Vintage Challenge to decide the deck for tomorrow, which I already decided that I'm going to be playing Hexdrinkers. Yeah, like this. This looks good. So we have to decide a sideboard. Mindbreak Trap is a trap, so you don't play those. We don't play those. Was there some new card for this deck? Can't remember. I guess the new card invented is Atraxa. It's allegedly okay. I don't know how good it is actually. Or if it's just a meme. Let's give it a search. Atraxa, Grand Unifier, tournaments, Vantage, search. Oath of Druids, Oath of Druids, Oath of Druids, Oath of Druids. For Atraxa. Is it a show and tell deck too? Yeah. For Atraxa. Flash. Oh wow. It's pretty strong. Yogmoth's Bargain. Wow, that's not strong. I have no idea if this deck is good, but I think it will be a decent portion of the metagame. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know if I can do anything about that. So, Hexdrinker Hogak. Yes. I guess we want to play Caracas. Because if you bounce the lifelinker, they can draw their cards. How does it win? It just relies on people not having removal for Atraxa? Yeah, seems like it. Oath of Druids, that's Atraxa colors. Okay. Song request Poland Liliachty. Bros, I hacking love Liliachty Poland. Forest good, Bosseggio good, Endurance okay, 2 Caracas okay. Mindbreak Trap is a trap. Archive Trap maybe, but I don't think it's worthwhile. How does initiative look nowadays? Whoa, Chancellor of the Annex. And 4 Chromox. With 3 Emeria Skull and 4 Chancellor of the Annex. That's a statement. I don't know what that statement says, but show and tell technology. Maybe I can have something juicy to put from show and tell. What's the best? Progentus? Preferably something that has some extra effect. That absolutely owns a player if I get to show and tell it into play. Progentus pitches to Fossil Vigor. Were you disappointed with overall character of Mr. Ginger when you met him IRL? No. I've met Derek before. Or are you asking me about back then? But no. Chat, can you think of anything better than Progentus for show and tell? What they do against Progentus? They just die. My own Atraxa? No, Progentus better. Well, I guess Atraxa races Progentus in a way. Emrakul? Well, but Emrakul, it's gonna be bad to discard it. And doesn't pitch. Hmm. We can get rid of Sphinx. Sphinx of the Steel Wind. Let's check for. No, they have Oseju times 1. And they're gonna look 10 deep for it, so. But it's pretty funny. If I would become the Sphinx there. Trophy of Atraxa off, Legacy Blast. Oh, we have Emrakul too, damn. And Omniscience. It's pretty extreme, isn't it? Force of Despair. Well, they don't play that, so. I'm not saying that you can't kill Progentus if you have access to every card, but I'm trying to put something into play with their show and tell rather than the other way around, which is what you tried to do. Hmm. Yeah, ideally green cards or something. Should go to Scryfall. Advanced search, colors. Including those colors, green. Formats legal and vintage. Type line, I guess creature. Search. Mana value. Descending, let's go. Earthquake drag on. Sure. Hierophant Biotitan. 12/12. So additional cost to cast a spell, you may remove any number of 1/1 counters from among creatures you control, and cost 2 less for each counter. Vigilance Reach Ward 2. Solid card, but not on modo.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Brothers, we are on the PT train.
Are you on the PT train too? Maximilian or we, Royal we? Primeval Spawn. If no mana was spent to cast it, exile it instead. Not so good. When leaves the battlefield, exile top cards of the library. You may cast any number of spells with a mana value 10 or... Wait, so it actually...
He's a phenomenal
Oh no, it doesn't
player.
leave the battlefield. So you have to cast it to get the trigger. I thought you get the trigger at first, but that was bad reading on my part. You stuck on the RC train. Pog. Apex Altizor. When ETBs, it fights Atraxa. Okay. Cascade, 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 Cascade. Damn, such a good card. The Tarask. See, the Tarask I can actually cast with Cradle at some point, and Progentus I can't. Zakama. Arcades Zabov. Sprout Black Turtle. 9 mana, 9/7. And so if you gained life, you may cast it from your graveyard. Damn. Traxa has Death Touch. Oh, that's sure you can't fight Traxa. What are you looking for? I'm looking for a card I can put with Show and Tell. If somebody casts Show and Tell, to put Atraxa into play. And preferably that card is green, because then I can pitch it to Force of Vigor. Maybe it's Naya Soul Beast. It does seem like it's just Progentus. Attacks them for 10 immediately. They can attack back for 7 life, but you can attack them for 10 again, so it's 13 total. Plus the second attack, you get everything else alongside that. Progentus is destructible, so it can die to Tabernacle. Terastodon. Well, Terastodon, I'm not sure it actually beats Atraxa often. Woodfall Primus. Well, Woodfall Primus does not beat Atraxa in play, right? The 7/7 Flying Vigilance Death Touch Lifelink should beat a 5/5, right? 6/6 Trample. Because, well, I can attack into it, and Atraxa can attack into me. Archon beats Atraxa, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, but Archon is off color then. Just play around Atraxa, but Progenitus is gonna be better than Atraxa on my own. So it's Progenitus or Archon of Cruelty? Which Archon of Cruelty is really good. Oko can target it in some spots, but it sounds really good for the most part. Whoa, co za skok. Colossus K Turtle doesn't beat Damia. Skip your draw step, but at the beginning of your upkeep, if your hand has fewer than 7 cards in it, draw cards equal to the difference. This is insane. Is that the only Gorgon in the game? Any non-creature green cards or artifacts worth cheating if it's show and tell? I assume not. Maybe this Dawnglade Regent. You become the Monarch, and if you're the Monarch, permanents you control have hexproof. Solid. Do the vintage Atraxa decks typically win with the Atraxa itself? It does seem like they win with Atraxa itself, yeah. This is like the deck. Roughly. Soul of Emancipation. That's interesting, yeah. That kills Atraxa. Kills Emrakul too. Kills Omniscience if they put Omniscience into play. Yeah, I don't hate Soul of Emancipation. Maybe I like it more than Progenitus. Because it should counter what they get. Works against most stuff, yeah. If you can destroy 2 lands of yours, you can get 11 power. They get free from the Atraxa. Thank you for the Soul of Emancipation suggestion. You have won the grand prize of emancipating my deck a little bit. Fortunately, I have to buy the card as I don't own it. I cut something by accident. Yeah, what I cut? I think it is member, but who knows at this point. We've only Soul of Emancipation had reach. It has flying. What? It sure feels like it should have flying. I'm gonna play 2. I mean, it's probably not worth to play 2. I'm gonna play a cheeky one. Cheeky one of... I'm ready to emancipate those fools. I think I can play... Is that really better than Terrasodon? Bro. Terrasodon just straight up dies to Atraxa. Stats are kinda shit versus free freeze. Well, I'm not planning on having my opponent get free freeze. I'll get some too. You play a Terrasodon, you what? You die to Atraxa? That's your plan? Or maybe trade it for Atraxa and then die. 2 cards. While this threatens to untap kill them. If I have some kind of a board, then it's gonna be better against Atraxa than Progentus too, I think. Enabling you. A better attack, I think. Because you remove a 7 power lifelinker. Hello Kani Slide. Hello Oshin1. Did you know that Twitch Prime lets you subscribe to your favorite streamer for free? Every single month you can choose a creator on this godforsaken website and support them for free. In the meantime, you get access to many benefits such as Discord access, premium Discord access, emotes, deck guides, and many others. Hello, Lyserk42. The best emotes in MTG community. I wouldn't claim that. I guess I should claim that. Yeah, you get the best emotes in in the MTG community. They're so good, bros. There's 106 players. Vintage League, that's not too many. Not sure if we're gonna be able to find an opponent easily, but we'll try. Have I played any standard? No, not yet. I might play the challenge tomorrow. It does seem like lots of people are curious about standard after the PT. So if I actually play standard and I don't see all of you in my chat cheering on actively, then I'll feel a bit bad about being led astray. But yeah, I was thinking of playing maybe a challenge, standard challenge tomorrow with a Grixis Singleton deck. Because there's plenty of cards that seem kinda okay, but it's unclear to me if they're good or not. So I could just play one Kaito, one Joldrad, one small Kaito, one Blade Coil Serpent, one Ertai, one I don't know, Sahili, one Vraska, one Invoke Despair, one probably many others. So but you get the idea, just like playing Commander Grixis, but 4 Fables and 4 Blood type Harvesters. Besides that, it seems like you could actually build a reasonable singleton. Oh, we're in a game. I spot with my little eye Bazaar. So I keep Miharu Fuyumiya, often off gaming. Would standard be more popular if it had a cooler name? Can it be rebranded to modern because it has modern sets? Modern can be rebranded to old and legacy can be rebranded to shit. I don't think they could want to use swears like this. Could just strip. I'm on a draw. Could strip. Oh, two bottom. Yeah, let's strip. It is a bit weird that the modern format is called modern. But like if you think it references to the modern card frame, it's actually not true because half of the cards in modern card frame are not legal. And then there's been an extra frame since that. Let's go Bazaar now. Since I drew the hollow one. Can draw a root walla. Nice. And probably discard a Bazaar. Or a Hexdrinker. I'll discard Bazaar. Maybe Cradle of Growth. Open waste Bazaar. Will I need to use Bazaar once again this game? Not really. So yeah, there was like medium border now. So the modern border from Mirrodin is not even the most modern border that there is. Also, there's more modern formats than modern. It's all a bit confusing. All the commander cards come in new border, but they're not actually played. Alright, let's see if we can beat Atraxa. Probably gonna use Bazaar. Why keep Yavimaya over Bazaar? My opponent wastes my Bazaar. I would rather have Yavimaya than Bazaar. But I'm unlikely to play either. But more mana might be good for leveling Hexdrinkers through Atraxa. I think. If this doesn't get forced, then we can maybe actually be fine. Because that means my opponent can get Atraxa into play and can't really do anything that's too crazy. Kanye had been nervous after the 1-2 in draft, but big props for pulling out the 10-6. Thanks. I actually didn't force the Collector Roof, but I forced the Hexdrinker, so yeah, you can see what they're scared of. But we can still have the Hexdrinker, but to level. I guess my opponent can strip mine my Cradle, then I can't level. But I can have to. Ooh, Grizzlebrand, alright, that's fine. What do I think about one as a draft set? Is it too play draw dependent? I haven't thought of that. Kanye had been nervous after the 1-2 in draft, but big props for pulling on a 10-6. I feel like I already answered this. I'm reading this for another time, but I would also like to point out that I actually 2-1 my first draft and 1-2 the second one. Is 10-6 good enough for the next one? Yes, I am re-qualified for the next PT. We attack with everyone, they block a hollow one, and I deal 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk in on opponent drawing a 1 outer tilt. What's the 1 outer? The Griselbrands from Oath? Had a strip mine in play. I don't think they drew a 1 outer. They also can play Wastelands in their deck, which I'm not sure they do. Maybe they play just strip. But I think their deck typically includes Wasteland, especially if it plays Ren, which we destroy. We strip mine a volcanic island. Poseju who endures. Sure. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a lucky draw. The strip mine was in play, yeah. Okay, so block this, go to 12, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. This is actually lethal now. Lol. So yeah, I was actually the one with the 1 outer. So once again, block a 4-4, take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Go to 0, yeah. Nice Griselbrand. Didn't get the memo that Atraxa is so much better. Lol. Lamao. I guess that means that Caracas not good versus them. Sol not that good versus them. We're gonna play Caracas. I think Hexdrinker is pretty nice value. Collector Roof is kind of medium. Maybe I can board out that. Maybe I can board out an Oof and a Yavimaya because I'm adding extra lands, so on the draw I will not have time to deploy those lands either. And Oof seems medium at best. Small gun. Let's keep. Keep and put back what? Well, second once upon, I guess. 4 lands is a lot, but I'm not gonna cast 2 once upons anyways. If I moves to 4. Welcome, broke back, bro. Why am I broke back, bro? My back is fine. I'm not sure for how much longer I will stream today because I have to admit that I have slept yesterday roughly since noon till 9. And then I woke up and I haven't slept since, and I'm beginning to feel the consequences of that right now, namely the tiredness. I think I got a little bit jet lagged, yeah. A little bit jet fogged. Ooh, happy to see that. You have a different voice too, yeah. How is streaming on YouTube if you want to sniper? Let's quickly open YouTube to see if there is Tabernacle at Pendrevale. When did you bring in 7-mana sideboard card against the show and tell deck? So I can show and tell it into play. It kills the Atraxa and gives, makes my things into angels. It's really smart. Maybe I keep Hollow One in hand. Like, I have a big enough board. Against Oath, I just Cradle. Against Tabernacle, I would prefer to keep this. Yeah. Against Wasteland, I'm fine. kill on 2 attacks either. Don't think there is a great reason to wait. If they play off, I Boseju. The off. Just not. Let's not get overly fucked versus Tabernacle. And against Tabernacle, if we draw another 0-cost creature to play it, then we can just play it too. Or even Hexdrinker. I can just play it to reanimate the Vengevine. The shit is bananas. B. Ayana, Ayana. Okay, it's blessing. Bless the Geas, bros. Bless the Geas. Oh. I don't need no Caracas anymore. Or Wasteland. Let's ditch Wasteland. I want to play Cradle anyways. It's better against Tabernacle. Good pump for... let's pump. Second hollow one would have been lethal, but also doesn't play around anything. Yeah, but I think I could, like, by keeping the second hollow one, I couldn't have really died to anything. And my opponent moving to 4 cards. I'm fine not having lethal immediately. Guess how is my opponent gonna win, yeah. So yeah, easy 2-0. A pathetic off deck with Crystal Brand. Probably would have lost hard to Atraxa. That's Vigilance too. Dios mio. Atraxa, Vigilance, Flying, Lifelink. And then Death Touch. So the Death Touch is beatable, but the 3 remaining keywords create a powerful concoction. Have I ever played Vintage and Paper Magic? Well, for sure not without proxies, and let me think if I have ever played Proxied Vintage. I don't think so. If Unburial Rights was Pioneer legal, I think Reanimator Atraxa could be good. Maybe it's good anyways. Maybe you can reanimate Atraxa with some other spell. That would be... nothing comes to mind. There's the meme one for 4 whites from Standard. That's probably not so good. It's a 5 mana spell that reanimates and gives haste. Yeah, from one of the spark bonds of Golari and Rakdos. But I guess it does make your Atraxa ETB gain 7 life on top of the card drawing effect, and being a blocker that gains 7 when blocking. But I wouldn't call the 5 mana reanimator spell a particularly pioneer power level card, I would say. You'd use Fable and Blood type Harvester to discard. We surely are going to initiate soon again, Mark says. I think we might not go to initiate in a while, actually, bros. Also, I had a thought about battles. Chat. The new card type that's gonna release in March over Machine. How likely do you think that battles are gonna be a thing outside of your main deck? Because I kind of think that it might be that they're gonna be existing outside of the deck, some like pre-game actions type stuff. There's supposed to be two cards. There's supposed to be two double-sided cards. So they showed some artwork of some planes being under Phyrexian sieges, which would seem to imply that if they're double-sided, then you might have a siege over, let's say, like siege over Ikoria, and then you're gonna have one side where Phyrexians are winning and one side where others, miscellaneous, are winning. Would pass on the draw, getting a free explore on turn 4 be too good? On turn 4? I mean, that does not sound feasible, but I guess to unattach that concept from that. Do battles count for Tarmogoyf? It should, right? Oh yeah, I think my theory failed because Atraxa mentions battle and she reveals a card from your deck, so it would be odd if she mentioned battles and then battles Blamo actually don't exist in your deck. That doesn't make sense. Pass on the draw, start with an explore on suspend. I think that's incredibly interesting. Polter Delta? It's probably not a wasteland. I have two Vengevines, so I'll keep the hollow one too. To summon next turn. So it does seem like battles are gonna be boring card type that exists in your deck. So we can think of the card types that exist in the card game Duel Masters, which Wizards is connected with heavily. And they have creatures, spells, cross gears, which is equipments, psychic creatures, which are creatures outside of the main deck. But you just play cards in your deck to summon them, so it's kind of, they function like creatures in your deck, really. And they have Dragon Heart Fortresses, which you put over your shields. That does not translate into Magic well. I hope battle cards have exclamation marks like for Mirrodin, because it's very sensei. Let's battle. The word battle, it invokes the thought of the silver Henrik Ruet saying to battle when you click over it and hover over your opponent's portrait to attack them. To battle! Necropotent seems surprisingly beatable. Especially if I get a third Vengevine, but even if I don't, can also get a Bloodghast. Damn, I kinda want to play more Bloodghast because I want to be able to discard stuff more often favorably with Bazaar. Blazing Rootfall. That's not bad. We haven't cast a spell. I could hit Vengevine and mill it over. So I'm not playing Poseju. I'm not playing Hexdrinker this turn. Probably not playing the Cradle of Growth either. Battle are hero powers confirmed. No, but they're in your deck, so they cannot be hero powers. Walk to Poland. I took a walk to Poland. Ooh, they go to 1. That's nice. They don't know I have the hollow one. So I guess we're gonna Bazaar once again. Will battle type be a type unique to the set, or we don't know yet? I don't think we know yet. It does seem pretty set specific because the set is gonna be about battles. In the multiverse, they go to 1, they can't win, really. Yeah, it's supposed to change magic forever, so that's odd. Something doesn't add up, Mark. Die. But he meant story-wise, though. No. The question was, will it change Magic Forever story-wise or gameplay-wise? And Mano said, yes. So, no, maybe he just meant that you can depict Thalia in Hogwarts now without trouble. But who knows? Nice combo deck, idiot. Hexdrinker is pretty bad against them. Hexdrinker is okay against... No, actually I want to cut Vigors. Hexdrinker is okay against stuff. Would you rather ride the Gitrog monster or be ridden by Thalia? Thalia. There's a Thalia copy pasta I've found on Magic Circle Jerking some point where a person expresses their love for Thalia over many posts. Oh, I found it. Your fetish cards for set fetish. Well, I don't think of Thalia as a fetish, but she's very beautiful and kind. I don't really think about her sexually, and certainly not in the way disgusting perverts in these threads seem to. The only time I thought sexually about Thalia was us deflowering each other on our wedding night. I felt guilty thinking about that though. I'm too ugly for her. Every time I see my face reflected in a window, I see my sunken eyes and cheeks, and I wonder why even bother living. I don't enjoy magic anymore. I just feel pathetic playing it. I'm so tired of living. I was numb to it for years, but now whenever I think of Thalia and imagine what life would be like if she were real and we were together, I feel so dejected and hopeless. I'm probably gonna get fired because several times now I've gotten lost in thought thinking about Thalia and forgotten to do work for 5 to 10 minutes. It hurts inside badly. Thinking of how wonderful it would be just to be around her. Even just to be her squire, helping her put on her armor and shining her sword. I would give anything to take care of her, have her depend on me. I like to imagine her confiding in me more and more as I help her with her armor before and after patrols near Thraben, and we slowly grow to love each other. In reality, no woman will ever love a genetic dead end like me. I also like to imagine Thalia killing me like I did. It into a werewolf or Eldrazi beast and she does the humane thing and ends my pathetic life. I get such intense waves of calm imagining her ending my life. It would be so intimate to know she was the last person I ever see. Yeah. So that person would rather choose Thalia over the Gitrog monster. So I wonder about that person, how they feel about the Gitrog monster Thalia card. Do you think it has sparked any feelings? Cracked by Lamao, yeah, exactly. Oh no, they have Leyland of Devoid. What now? Shit, they have ancestral recall. What actually now? Story-wise, the set seems very intense to me. Given that it's like in one marketing excerpt, they said that it's. You missed my sideboard. This is my sideboard. No. Just pour it out Force of Vigor for Enduro and Surgicals. So, in one marketing line, they said that it's like a culmination of years of the Phyrexian. No, bro, you can't just tabernacle. Of many years of the Phyrexian arc going off. But it just seems so rapid. There's been one set of the Phyrexia world, and now they like go invade every world, and they've already gonna fail in that set. Put Caracas for shoulder too. That does not sound good to me. But you're probably right. In that you would. The story has been developing for a while. Yes, but the pacing seems odd, right? 2 years ago, Vorinclex shows up. Then nothing. Then Jinky Texas shows up. He has a reason. Then set after set after set, the remaining predators show up. Then we time travel to the past. For a reason in the story. But it's a pretty vague one. Pretty like small one. And we have like this weird time travel back 5,000 years. And then we have the Phyrexian homeland. And they chill there. And then next set they both invade and they do stuff. Alright, now my hand is big enough now to use it. Bro. What am I supposed to do? Just want a new Bolas card eventually. But yeah, the pacing of that story seems a little bit off to me. And so far they spoiled 10 limited dual lands, which show the 10 planes already completed, right? Which is seems kinda over the top too. Kinda rapid to me too. When Frodo, I don't know, June, July? Did they give a date? New Bolas card where he lost his spark and sits alone and bored on this plane. Yeah, it's like a 2/2. Frodo will have Skulk. Maybe. I don't think they gave any card Skulk. Besides Shadows of Innistrad. Where it debuted. Didn't really work so well. Creatures control have Skulk. They can be blocked by creatures with greater power. Ashok Skulker doesn't even have Skulk. Chasm Skulker doesn't even have Skulk. So there's a Skulk Lifelink 1/3. Skulk 1/3. Fails to untap. Skulk 3/3. Skulk 2/1. Skulk 3/3. It doesn't really read super well, the ability. Skulking Killer doesn't even have Skulk. Okay, so I have 7 cards, so we can maybe mess them with Endurance. Let's, I guess, use it. Hmm. Hmm. 1, 2, 3. Waste C. Yeah, I guess that's my entire plan now. To mess with the combo. Oh, it's good to have you back. Glad you enjoyed the PT and glad we got to meet and play. Yes, it was nice. Certainly very nice. Ancestral Recall, yeah. You draw 3. You have 1 card in hand. Probably have Force in hand. I have no counterplay towards that. Dime Walk, sure. Does as Oracle. Alright, I guess Endurance. Should wait for it to resolve. I guess would be better. Tiny bit. So Endurance resolved. The second Oracle mayhaps. Mayhaps sounds very pretentious to say. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at her butt. Surgical. It's probably not very useful to hold on to surgical for a super long time. Probably board out Bloodgas if they board Leyline. So yeah, maybe Frodo will have Skulk, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna be super strong like Ragavan. Maybe not. Hard to say. Powder. Putback. Rutwalla. Doesn't really matter what I put back, I think. Well, I guess it does matter when I mulligan right now. I could keep that. Turn 1 Collector Roof. Then Cradle. I can play Rutwalla. Oh, let's keep. One mulligan to 6. The Oof makes it much harder for them to win quickly, and my hand is not weak to Leyline nor Tabernacle. And I have Endurance backup to get them a little bit. They have a force, then it's gonna be bad, but seems like no force. Probe, okay, so they see my endurance. Is the mulligan system changed? No, I just used serum powder, so the way serum powder works, you end up in this situation. Because you have to put back the card and then you serum powder and then you have like 6, 5 or however many cards you were keeping. And you decide onto those. If I were to mulligan again, I would see 7 cards again and have to put back 2. Dark Ritual. What the fuck? This is crazy. I have a doubt. After you powder, do you shuffle the deck? No, I just draw. You exile your cards in your hand and then you draw that many cards. It's just this. Just that. Nothing more, nothing less. So if they have a force in hand, I don't know. Because they're gonna take 2 damage. They're gonna be at 8, 6. So they can through Street Raves. Not if you powder after mulligan. Yeah, the one card is on the bottom of your deck, but you don't shuffle. You don't bottom until final mulligan decision. Bro, you're wrong. You actually bottom first, then you decide whether you keep or not. It's like the actual rule, but nobody follows it. Because it is inconvenient and doesn't make much sense, and it's only a rule to make serum powder work properly. Otherwise you could use powder and like not have it in your hand, put it back and then use it. So IRL I can bottom, debate my opponents to play land and they say I mull. Sure. Hey, how did you feel about your changes to red black sack deck choice during the PT? What were the changes? Do you ask me about my version of the deck? It was fine, it was not spectacular. I had no cards against creativity. Regardless of that, I played against creativity twice and won twice anyways. Because their deck is a little bit bad. So I was able to defeat them on that basis. Alright, let's count Force of Will. How many Force of Will you've got? 1, 2, 3, 4? No Force of Will? No days? What the heck? Seems pretty loose. Ru-tu-tum. Trum-tum. I will probably play like an instant speed removal that exiles. I don't know if that exists. Baleful Mastery, but that's really bad to play overall. Maybe Kolagan's Command. Kolagan's Command was pretty okay against them. Instant speed shatters over Gleeful Demolition. Those kind of function. That's strong. Because they'll play Oracle next turn, they gonna have 2 cards in the deck. What? That seems bad. Sure. That's odd. Seems like Priest is a rare inclusion and notice you only had 3 cards. Yeah, 3 cards is good. If you have the Witness, you find it. You find it often enough. And you don't need to draw 2 cards per game. It's actually bad to draw 2. And Priest is I really liked Priest against Mono Green. Especially, that's like expected enough Mono Green to want to have a functional deck versus Mono Green, because versus Mono Green, this is not necessarily very functional to have Witches Oven as your main sack outlets, because Karn turns it off. And Priest, I only played against Mono Green once at the PT, but it's been quite solid for me. Second Endurance doesn't even beat just an Oracle now, because they're gonna have enough devotion from the first one. Hmm. What was their graveyards? If I Endurance now, there's a chance they will not get the Lotus. Oh, they cried. They have a bad card on the bottom. Doesn't matter. But yeah, the Priest is not particularly great against most decks that are not mono green. If your creature, or auras, I guess. If your creatures die in any capacity, it's not great. It's really hard to activate it profitably. It's a little bit hard to activate it profitably against mono green to begin with. Too bad I had the push for my collector roof. I don't know what's so hard, just play a second oracle, bro. I assume you have it. Maybe trying to play around Mindrick traps somehow, but I don't, well, they don't have a land, they can't. My face seems oddly white. Well, let's fix that. I should be more gray now. Is the opponent's rope not burning yet? Yes. Sorry, MTGO crash. Plays Oracle wins. Congrats, bro. Wygląda się jakbyś umarł z main. No trochę wygląda jakbym umarł. And this is the memorial stream of Canister. Nachylenie, kompensacja. To jakby nie było kompensacji. Niech się kompensuje. Yeah, unfortunately we lost to that. Przeciwoświetlenie. Co to będzie, to przeciwoświetlenie? Nic się nie zmienia. Gamma. Jasność. Było 110. Oh, that's very dark. I've never seen anyone beat Doomsday ever. I've beat Doomsday plenty of times. Roughly 30% of the times I play against them, I beat them. I remember what was saturation at. Whoa! That looks good. Can keep it this way, I guess, for a while. Why don't you play Doomsday? Okay, I've seen Doomsday lose plenty when I was the one playing Doomsday. Cheeto mode. I do look like a Cheeto, yeah. Wizards plays Doomsday, not Doomsday. Dredge most often. Can play Doomsday and have a deck for both Legacy and Vintage. I'm not gonna play the Legacy one. For Vintage, I will have a deck, yes. And that's gonna be this deck that I'm playing right now. But since I just lost to Doomsday, I'm probably going to add 2 Archive Traps, lose to Doomsday anyway, and realize that they don't change anything. No Reanimator and Legacy. Well, I'm just not gonna be playing the Legacy one because I'll be doing something else on Sunday. The vintage meta right now is how do I cheat at Raxen to play? Are you sure it's the vintage meta or is that the vintage meme? Might be the meme. I've seen a nice version of a Reanimator in Legacy with Atraxa instead of Grizzlebrand and Archons. And that let it support Force of Will. Seemed really nice. Let's hope I don't need to destroy 2 Bazaars. I think I want to keep this to actually be able to beat the hollow one that's already on the battlefield. Oh, of course, last card, Noxious Revival. They go to beach in Philly. I did not go to beach in Philly though. No. Seems like we're getting pretty shreked right now. Just been lots of off for the most part overall. Prelims and leagues, I believe you. Did I eat very hot food? I don't think so. The Korean barbecue was pretty hot, I guess, pretty spicy. Maybe we can win the race if my opponent doesn't flip well. But yeah, we have a incredible plan versus Oath. That is one soul of emancipation. And by Oath I mean the show and tell. So the show and tell on trackside, show and tell soul of emancipation, they just can't win. Whoa, attacking with the hollow one. It's feeling frisky. Don't you die? Block. 4. Wait, it die. Dead to chill? No, but like, they don't chill, I attack first, right? So, block. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I just die. TOP on board for this solo one attack. Seems not good. Playing draft opens this weekend. If draft opens take place on Arena, then I had no plans on playing them, so we'll see. Probably not though. Got pretty lucky to dodge chills. Only one chill in this many cards, but they just died. Seems like typical vintage situation. They did attack pretty confidently though, so can board out Bloodgast, Misstep, Vigor. Lecimy w samolocie, wódka leci w koksie. Oh no, Collector Roof is bad too. Would rather have 2 Bloodgast, 2 Force of Vigor. I don't think I want Dismember against Dredge. Super Kaniki, Monka, Omega. No, I'm not super, I'm just orange. I'm just orange, an orange man. Alright, let's revert back to normal. This is me fuming when my opponent top decks. But this is me when everything is as it should be. Where they don't top deck. Because Leyline in 7. Killing in the name of. I just hope that they don't have More stuff. No. Why you do this to me? They are on arena. By the way, it was actually nice to catch you in person, dude. You come off as disinterested in most things, including people, lol. But I can tell just in the way you move that you're generally a chill person. Next time I hope to grab that lunch. Yeah, maybe someday. I view myself as a chill person too, I guess. I would say. Although I might come off as disinterested. This is a pretty good green card to hard custom my endurance. Killing in the name of... Killing in the name of... Guys, oh, I told you. No, told you. Well, yeah. I don't know. Alright, now we're gonna be able to use the map and we'll have nothing. Yeah. Why scoop? Could block a hollow one. Get... Could block an endurance. Take 8. 9, 10, 13. Go to 8. Die. Yeah, I guess. They couldn't really do anything. They are hacking raging, bro. That's why they shout. They rage against the machine. Hence the title. Actually. It's a little discussed fact. Well, this is no Bazaar, so I'm mulligan. This has no Bazaar, but Ethereum powder, so I'll powder. Probably put back Vengewine. I want Vengewine. I can still cancel. No, we don't cast Oof. Like, if you cast Oof, you can keep something. Oh, I mean, I could cast Oof, Root Wall. But no, I want to draw. No. Just powder. Powder. Oi. Well, turn one Mox and then they Root Walls. Right, let's keep this. Strip Mine too. Combo. It's not a great hand, but... Oh no, Collector Roof too late to stop this. Okay, nothing mattered. Or everything mattered? Well, let's see. 6 mana. What is 6 mana? Tinker. Okay, that gets the Chill Belcher and kills me. Heck you, I will do what you told me. Heck you, I will not do, not know me. Heck you, I will Dark Ritual. I know my deck because I powdered. Okay. I saw Canister at a store in Poznan yesterday. I told him how cool it was to meet him in person, but I didn't want to be a douche and bother him. He said, "Oh, like you're doing now." I was taken aback, and all I could say was, "Huh?" But he kept cutting me off and going, "Huh, huh, huh," and closing his hand shut in front of my face. I walked away and continued with my shopping, and I heard him chuckle as I walked off. Yeah, that happened. Hexdrinker. Not so good. Hmm. I was just like, huh? Huh? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense when I imagine it either. Huh? 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 Like you're doing right now, huh? 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 It's got the blood gusts. Yavimaya seems actually pretty okay. It's got a once upon. Yeah, other once upon. Ooh, but woke up. So yeah, Raging Goblin. He raged at the world, at his family, at his life. But mostly, he just raged. Yeah. You ever rage? You ever raged, chat? Is there a reason I cannot cast a creature with flash while responding to a portal to fire extra trigger? Maybe you don't have a stop in your upkeep. You probably play on arena and well, you probably misclicked and you're blaming the software. Is my guess. And I had full control. Yeah. So the reason is that you're playing on arena. That's why you couldn't have flashed your creature. That's why you couldn't have. Bro, I had full control, I swear. I held shift, bro. You should be able to, yeah. There's no rule reason for you not to. To play the oof on top of Vengevine to both clock and pressure, and this also stops me from dying to Tinker. I guess we could die to land, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual. Monster. That would be extremely rough. Extremely painful. Lowland Ancestral. Strong start, but does not help against the Collector. Oof. So we can activate Bazaar, find a green card, waste the Z-Gate, have Endurance up. Can find green card or Cradle. Oh, hello, Kenny. Hope all is well. Yeah, it is. I was wrapping my head around your Lotus Field video last night. Did you enjoy it? If yes, remember to leave a like and subscribe. Mm, 4, 5, 6, 7. Surgical, okay. I guess we can draw Cradle because then I cannot Wasteland. What about commentating? Oh yeah, do that too.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Hello, have a nice day.
With Oof, I shouldn't die to Pelcher. So you can have Extraction, Endurance. That seems good to me. Better than killing a land. Yeah. Shoop. 6 life. Your move. It's turn 2. It feels like incredibly late in the game. Dark Ritual, yes. I top deck the only card that made me win once. It was the last turn of the game. I was running 2 copies of it and I exaggerated draw motion in hopes of drawing the card. It was cool. Like Yugi or Kaiba or in some other way. Song request. What was that song from Yugi? Passionate Duelist. Passionate Duelist. Passionate Duelist Extended. Yeah, that's good. Right, it's Surgical Narcomebas. I see 3 Pact of Negations in the graveyard. 4 of them. Okay, I flush Enduro. You've got a second one. Force, 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 force. You shouldn't. Yeah, Canister wins. Good look at their sideboarding, but it assuredly is nothing all that interesting. I think Vigor is it's good because sometimes they play mana over 2 turns. When I was younger, I got roped into watching my 3-month-old niece. So when There I am, sitting in the waiting area of a hair salon with my niece. And who walks in? Waiting area of a hair salon? I guess for yourself, not for the niece. But canister. Pretty soon, though, my niece started crying and I'm trying to quiet her down because I didn't want her to bother canister. But she wouldn't stop. Pretty soon, he gets up and walks over. Canister picked up my niece and lifted his shirt. He breastfed her right there in the middle of a hair salon. Chill guy, really nice. What is Soul of Emancipation for? It's for show and tell gamers. So you can show and tell. Your soul kill their Atraxa. Maybe kill their Omniscience, kill their Emrakul. And you make your own angels from your lens and they attack them for lethal. That is my idea. That's how emancipation is gonna work. It is realistically probably better spent as an archive trap. Here we've got oof, endurance. Also vigor. Can play 2 oofs. It's good against force. If I die on turn 1, I can endurance them. Isn't Terracedon strictly better? No, because Terracedon dies to Atraxa instead of killing her. I'll keep this end. Chancellor of the Annex. Oh, snap. That's a problem. A little bit of a problem, I guess. Not the humongous problem. Sure. Alright, you counter this with your Chancellor. Then I play the Oof and the Basking Root Walla. I guess I could just not activate the guy. Alright, they activated the guy. Maybe they have a pact or whatnot. Let's spoil for ourselves. Do they have the pact? Raz, dwa, trzy, cztery, pięć, sześć, siedem. They have a pact in hand. Rough times. You gotta react, Andy.
Saw Ryan Gosling at the grocery store in Los Angeles yesterday. I told him how cool it was to meet him, but I didn't want to be a douchebag and bother him or ask him for photos or anything. Then he said, "Oh, like you're doing now?" I was taken aback, and all I could say was, "Huh?" But he kept cutting me off and going, "Huh? Huh? Huh?" and closing his hand shut in front of my face. I walked away, and I continued with my shopping, and I heard him chuckle as I walked off. When I came to pay for my stuff up front, I saw him trying to walk out the door with like 15 milk bottles. The girl at the counter was very nice about it and professional. Duh, you need to pay for those first. At first, he kept pretending to be quiet and not hear him, but eventually he turned back around and took him to the counter. And then, when she took one of the bars and started scanning it multiple times, he stopped her and told her to scan them each individually to prevent electrical interference, and then turned around and winked at her. I don't even think that's a word. After she scanned each bar and put them into a bag and started to say the price, he kept interrupting her by yawning really loudly.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty common behavior among those famous people. It would appear. Given those videos. This hand plays it here, one collect the roof. Not Bazaar, not Bazaar, not Bazaar, not Bazaar, not Bazaar, not Bazaar, not Bazaar. Now let's apply the algorithm. If Bazaar, then keep. If Bazaar equals 0, then mulligan. No, actually, if powder, powder. If powder, no, then mulligan. So we powder. Put back cradle because it's on reserve list. Pow. No Bazaar, mulligan. Bazaar, keep. Bottom. Right, bottom strip mine. Try to find a hollow one. With my once upon Misha's Wang shop. Misha's Wang shop. Thank you, Wangs. The Wang shop. What else? I guess. Let's waste this. They will not be able to cast spells anymore. That sounds good to me. Then I can play Yavimaya Cradle of Growth into Bazaar of Baghdad. Huh? 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 You seem very energetic after your break. Glad you recharged. Thanks. I'll be very energetic tomorrow. You're gonna see how energetic that's gonna be. Well, I already said. Very. When did you arrive in EU? Yesterday. Spell costs 1 more to cast. 5 plus 1 minus 6. That's actually broken. This card is so bad. Oh. Oh my. Because Philly is so fun. It's fun, yeah. No, 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 no. Pan kiedyś stanął nad brzegiem. Szukał ludzi. Alright, chat. Now, oh no. My opponent with good counterplay. What I wanted to do is to play the second hollow one, pre-combat, attack, and then post-combat play the third one. We need to get this into the Hollow One highlights video. Bro, this is gonna be such a good shot. Like, I play 3 Hollow Ones in a turn, and my opponent concedes. It's like so good. The opponent is thinking, damn, I concede. And I say, bro, I bet you do. If they play Ghost Quarter, then Forest is okay, but if they play the Automaton, I think the odds that they also play Ghost Quarter are pretty slim. Pretty slim. Oh. If Bazaar, then keep. If Bazaar, null, then 0 powder. If Bazaar, then keep. Oh, Fossa Vigor too. Good hand. Play a needle, bro. Play a needle. Play something nice. Not Trinisphere though. I mean, I want to cast the Wolf for the sphere. Can summon the Hollow One once again. Probably worth. Yeah, those will not get summoned because they cost 1 mana. So, no, no. And this will get summoned because it costs 6 minus 6 or 0. Mishra's Factory. Mana Crypt, okay. Wincon. Wow, Phyrexian Revoker. To be in a presence of a Revoker is to be truly alone. Is a flavor text of one of those Revokers, but not all of them. So I don't really get what is that supposed to mean. They named Abimatron. I understand them fully. Can I start playing a Monster Hunter when? Soon. They named Abimatron, but I have Hexdrinker in my deck, so it seems like that would have been a better name. So bad. Will you ever play Dead of the Year game? I don't know what's that. Can you tell me something else? Dead of the game, Dead of the Year. Could kill the Sphere of Resistance. Or not even. Could Bazaar a Protola. Oh, I tap everything. No, everything tapped. Oh. Maybe there was a better line somewhere along these lines, but I don't know what that line would be. Not pumping ritual during your upkeep, that's true. I love how this deck has all those cards that synergize with Bazaar and also Hexdrinker. Yeah, it's a so-called Plan B. But a great one at that. Might be good to just attack them for 4. I'll summon Hexdrinker because Hexdrinker is a fun guy. No, Canister, it's not a fun guy, it's a snake. Actually. Is fungi a creature type or is that Thalid? Or Saprolink? I need to check. Let's search for Thalid. Fungus. Slimefoot Thalid transplant. Whenever a swamp or forest enters the battlefield under your control, draft a card from Slimefoot Thalid transplant's spellbook. Chat, can you guess 3 cards from Slimefoot Thalid transplant's spellbook? Let's try. My first guess is the 4 mana make 3 Saprolinks card. Instant. Second is gonna be Fungal Infection. And the third one is gonna be the 2/2 Saplord. Yeah, those are good guesses. Let's see if we guess them. The Lord, okay. Spore Swarm. No, how is there no Fungal Infection? What the heck? We almost got there. Ruined. Verdant Force, come on. Verdant Embrace, come on. What is this crap? It's like a commander card? How is it on Arena anyways? Jumpstart, yeah. Makes so much sense. Whenever Swamp or Forest enters, you draft a card from the spellbook. That's pretty good. Whenever Swamp or... Damn, whenever Swamp or something else enters, then you enter too. You had it on paper? I believe you. A wish for a standing brigade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have the Letus mana. I only tap 2 things. That's good. That's good too. A Karn. We trade for the 2. Two Revokers. They only have a Standing Brigade in hand, which they can't cast. So hopefully they don't draw a non-workshop land for the Urza Saga. Construct making ability, I think. Guess I could technically want to use Bazaar end of turn. No, Canister wins the match. Thank you, congrats to me. I lost to Doomsday and to Oops. Almost makes you want to play Mindbreak Trap. But I'll not fall for that. I could get Dismember Soul of Emancipation for Mindbreak. Well, my Mindbreak sucks. For Archive Trap, I guess. Archive Trap has to be there for Doomsday. Yeah. And now we can roll. Let's play 3 or 2 1 Bloodgas too. Bloodgas is sometimes all you need against Tabernacle gamers. Just really gets them good. And yeah, that seems solid enough, and I can register that for tomorrow's Super Showcase Vintage Max. If I will vibe well and play well and get lucky, most importantly, then I'll achieve a high place in the tournament. I'm sure of it. That said, I will not be streaming anymore, but we can still do Ancient Wordle. I'll come back for more gaming. Maybe if I will not be able to sleep, I will wake up at 3 a.m. and stream the Modern Challenge for 32 players. But I will see how my life is going to go. Probably not. Let's guess Hexdrinker. Okay. Am I sleepy right now? A little bit. When I flew, I slept on the plane for 5 hours, but somehow I got really tired yesterday at noon and I slept at noon. So kinda like then I didn't sleep for the entire night today. So I've been up for 17, 20 hours right now. Kiedy ty żeś wrócił? I was home yesterday at 10. Will Kenny stream at 3 a.m.? I don't know. I'll see. Just came back and slept till 3 p.m. Oh no, oh no. Yeah. So a little bit unregulated. Also, I requested a song Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Anime OST Passionate Duelist Extended. It's half an hour, but it's based, honestly. Are you off Lotus now? Well, I'm off Pioneer for now, a little bit. But I think Lotus is a great deck, and I think the Lotus field with Let of the Hydra is a nice way to tackle the challenges that this deck faces. I think one of the bigger worries with the deck is Mono White, but Mono White is a bit of a shit deck and no one wants to play it. So you shouldn't worry. Alright, so the creature that costs 4 or more mana is not a mythic, it's not green, it's not a snake, it's older than MH1. So, Flametongue Kavu. That's a great suggestion. It's older than plain shift. It is 4 mana. It is a rare. It is red. Ali from Cairo. Let's go. Ali from Cairo. Okay. It's a rare. It is a human and it's something else too. Leonin Abunas. No, that's white, broski. Human. So this from what's in the middle? Weatherlight, let's say. Ali from Cairo is not a legendary creature because legendary creatures didn't exist back then. So similarly to Sindbad and King something. King, what king was that? King Kenrith, yeah. King Suleiman. Tap to destroy an Ifrit or Jinn. Human noble. Summon king. Summon king is... It sounds so much more based. Summon king. You ever just summon king? Alright, 4 mana human from Weatherlight, Stronghold, or Urza's Legacy. Red, rare. Any ideas? 4 mana humans. Stark. What's Stark? Stark of Wraith, it's legendary. How many Jinn and Ifrits does King Suleiman kill, like, overall? Like, whole history of Magic the Gathering wise? I would say 100. Balduvian Horde. Balduvian Horde. Sacrifice it unless you discard a card at random. It's from Alliances. It's a rare. Okay. Let's go. Balduvian Horde. It is a human barbarian. But not this one. Oh, how many human barbarians do we know of, though? The Chaos guy. What's the Chaos guy? Whenever I read this card, it makes me feel like it shouldn't work in the rules. But it works. Taverna di Chaos Blom. Timur mana. Lemelan Shamal. As you cascade, you may put a land card from among the exiled cards into the battlefield tapped. Do this after the last card is exiled, but before deciding whether to cast a non-land card. It also asks you cascade, so it's like a replacement effect. Not a triggered ability. Jessica Warrior Adept. Jessica is gonna be legendary. Chad, did you know that Jessica is actually Phage? It's the same person. I bet you never noticed the similarity. Avatar Minion. Pelagic Horde. It's the same card. Probably makes it fit. Alright, it was Pelagic Horde. I did not exist that. I did not know that card existed. I think it's lacking horsemanship for the full immersiveness. And the full Portal One Kingdom experience. Any one creature gets +3/+3 and gains flying until the end of the turn. Great cards. Tap all creatures except for white creatures. This includes your creatures. Yeah. Take any one summon creature card from your discard pile and put that card into play. Treat it as though it's just played it from your hand. Damn. Crazy stuff. It's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards. How is it supposed to work otherwise? Jessica plus Cabal Patriarch's Hugs equals Phage. Phage plus Acroma equals Carona. So Carona is also that? Also Jessica? Crazy stuff. This one I wouldn't be able to tell you. Because she wears an Elesh Norn mask now. Also, she just pumps creatures of a given type, which is gets stolen. That's kind of weird. Chroma. Chroma's Blessing. Chroma's Devoted. Chroma's Will. Chroma Vision of Exidor. Damn. Crazy card. Just protection from the color for everybody. Insane. Alright, I'll see you back at a certain time when I come back. Because of nerds like you who can't figure out Carona as Phage plus Acroma, we don't have cards that simply state Multani and Yargle. Yeah. Honestly, you're right. That's also why we don't have King Suleiman tapping to destroy Efrit or Jeans anymore. Any Efrits in the chat or only Jins? Probably just Jins. See you later, broskies. I really wish you'll stay hydrated to an extent that you feel like you need to.